My name's Adil, and today I'm with Tony Carr. I'm going to be asking him a few questions. My first question is, what was the biggest highlight you had in your whole career?
Well, I think first and foremost, West Ham was always my team as a young boy, and when I actually signed as a professional player for them, that was a massive highlight for me. I didn't have a very long playing career because I got a very bad injury which stopped me from playing. So my memories of my footballing playing highlights were probably 1 year signing as a professional and winning some youth cups with West Ham during those early days.
Okay, my second question is, if you never had football, what would have you become?
I don't really know because ever since I left school, I left school at 15 years of age and came straight here to West Ham as an apprentice footballer, and I probably would have been something like a motor mechanic or something like that, some sort of trade rather than going into sport. But obviously, sport's been all my life, and I've been lucky in that respect.
If you never became a footballer, what would you have done?
It's a difficult question because I've only ever done football all my life. I left school when I was 15 years old and came straight into professional football. And basically I've been involved with West Ham United all my working life. So my uncle was a motor mechanic, so I might have followed into his trade. My dad was an electrician. Maybe I might have followed him into that trade, but some sort of trade rather than a sporting route.
Thank you.
My name is Faisal, and I'm going to ask you a question. What do you think is what do you like better, being a player or an ambassador?
It's a good question. I think at my age now, I think ambassador role, because I don't think I'd be fit enough to be a player. But certainly if I had to choose between the two when I was a lot younger, I would have chose a player, because there's nothing like actually going out on the pitch and performing and playing well and scoring a goal and doing well for the team. So yes, if I was younger, definitely a player. But as I've got a little bit older and I've got lots of experience behind me, the ambassador role now is a role that I'm really relishing and enjoying.
Okay, thank you. That was our short interview with Tony Carr. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good experience meeting Tony Carr, and I really enjoyed it.
I think that our interview went really well, and I hope to see Tony Carr again.
I really think that our interview went well because he really answered our question detailed.
Well, I think that it could have been like one in a lifetime opportunity to meet the ambassador of West Ham and a coach who trained World Cup players.